Stars Don't Die in Liverpool details the true love story between Gloria Grahame and Peter Turner that happened at the end of the kind of 1970s, early 1980s, and going into this film, I was very much looking forward to it because I'm a big fan of Annette Bening and Jamie Bell, who are playing the two lead roles in this film. It was also directed by Paul McGuigan, which I didn't realise, and I think he's done some work on Sherlock and some other TV stuff there. I think he did Victor Frankenstein. I didn't love that film, I didn't think it was that great, but I don't really blame him for that. I think he did the best job he possibly could with that material. It's alright, but I didn't love it. But with this film, he really impressed me from a directorial standpoint. I thought this film was really great. It was one of my favourites I saw at the festival. I really enjoyed it, a whole lot more than I thought I was going to. And what I love so much about this film is that I had no idea about this true story. I think I'd heard of Gloria Grahame before, the name rang a bell. Obviously she's this famous actress who was in a lot of films, especially back in the 50s. But this film is about the end of her life, essentially, in the late 1970s, early 1980s, and this relationship she had with this guy who was like 30 years younger than her. I had no idea about this true story. I'd never heard about it before, so it was really great and really fascinating learning the details of this true story that I'd never even heard about, about this relationship she had with this younger guy. In any other kind of biographical drama, it would be about the actress in her heyday, but with this, it's like right at the tail end of her life when she's about to die, essentially, and this relationship she had with this young guy at the very end of her life. And I really liked how the film focused primarily on that. I mean, there is some flashbacks to like a few years before when they first met and the relationship that they had, and it was really well cut back and forth, because sometimes when films cut back and forth between two different time periods, it's done a little bit of a jarring way. But I really love what the director did in terms of transitioning between the kind of the past and the present, so to speak, the transitions that were implemented in the film that really kind of seamlessly interwove the elements in the present day with the elements back a few years. It was so well cut together in such a seamless and smooth way, and I really enjoyed that. And like I said, I really liked how this film was different in that it was about the end of her life, and it wasn't about Gloria Grahame in her heyday. It focused on one very specific part of her life, and it very much reminds me of My Week with Marilyn, kind of, but whereas that film is about this one guy having this fling with Marilyn over a week, this is like this one guy having a relationship with Gloria Grahame over a few years. So it was kind of like my years with Gloria, if you will, and I like that. It was kind of reminded me of My Week with Marilyn in that it was about this guy, this younger guy, who falls in love with this famous actress, and I really liked how it was done. And one of the best things about this film were the performances. I thought it was a really great film. I've really enjoyed it from a directorial standpoint in terms of how it was filmed. Like I said, the transitions between the two different time periods I thought was seamlessly done, really effectively done. Paul McGuigan really impressed me in terms of how the film was shot, how it looked. I thought it was really great, but the performances were definitely the standout parts of this film. Both Annette Bening and Jamie Bell really impressed me, and I kind of knew they were going to be good, but they were even better than I thought they were going to be. I didn't know if Annette Bening was particularly the right choice to play like Gloria Grahame maybe, but after seeing the film, she did a fantastic job, and I'll be surprised if she doesn't get nominated for Best Actress come the Oscars, because she was that good. I don't know if she's got a chance of winning or not, because Sally Hawkins and Frances McDormand I think are probably the front runners. For me, it's between those two at the moment, but she was really great in this film, and she really transformed herself into this other person. It wasn't like I was watching Annette Bening, and obviously she looks exactly like Annette Bening, but she did such a great job with her performance and with the voice as well, and the mannerisms and the body language and everything about her performance just screamed kind of famous movie star. It very much felt like I was watching an older Gloria Grahame. It didn't feel like I was watching Annette Bening. It very much felt like she was that real person. She did a really great job with her performance. And also Jamie Bell. I thought it was going to be more of the Annette Bening show, and Jamie Bell was just going to be like some sufficient kind of serviceable part in the movie, but no, Jamie Bell was like just as good. He's got a really big role in the movie, and this is probably one of the best performances he's given in years. I'm a big fan of Jamie Bell, but in this film he was really great. I really loved how the relationship between him and Annette Bening was tackled and explored in terms of, Gloria Grahame and Peter Turner, because it could have been cringy, it could have been really awkward and, cliche and cheesy, but it wasn't. It felt very real, and it felt very genuine, sincere, and I got surprisingly quite emotional at the end. A lot of people, I could tell in the cinema, were getting very emotional towards the end. And it really worked. It worked a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be, because I was worried, is this going to be one of those films that's just kind of like alright, it's elevated by the performances, but the film isn't that great, it could have been better. But no, it was a really great film. The performances were absolutely fantastic. The central relationship at the heart of this movie was really well done. It was all about the relationship between Gloria Grahame and Peter Turner. Fantastically acted by Annette Bening and Jamie Bell. You know, I could see them get nominations come the award ceremonies maybe. They're both really great, and I really liked how this film is done. It really surprised me that it was one of my favourites that I saw at the film festival here in Bath. Love stories, you know, aren't necessarily my thing, but I really loved how this story was explored and how it was told in this movie. It felt very real, it felt very sincere, very emotionally powerful performances from these actors as well. Julie Walters was also in the movie, and she was really great, almost like the comedic relief at times. And yeah, there's not much else to say about this film other than that I really enjoyed it, and it was even better than I thought it was going to be. You know, I didn't think it was going to be one of the best films at the festival, but it really was, I think. You know, really great, heartbreaking love story, I felt. Because obviously it doesn't have a happy ending, but it was a really kind of like heart-aching, deep, powerful love story. Like, it really got you with the feels towards the end. It was such a kind of heart-aching, true love story that I really loved. I thought it was really well done, really well directed. It very much felt like a throwback to kind of classic Hollywood movies, and you know, with the fact that we got Gloria Grahame as a character who was an old Hollywood movie star, felt very apt. It very much felt like a throwback to classic Hollywood movies. I don't really have any issues or criticisms of it really. Maybe I can nitpick it, but off the top of my head, I really enjoyed this movie. It really impressed me. I liked it a whole lot more than I thought it was going to. So overall, I'm going to give Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool 5 stars. And there we have it, that's my review of Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. Have you seen the film yet? And if so, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this and you haven't already, be sure to click subscribe to see more. If you missed my last review, be sure to go ahead and click over here to catch up on my last review, or perhaps down here to catch up on another one of my recent videos. But with that said, I've been David O'Sullivan. I'll see you next time.